People who have signed NDA, but have now expired. What couldn't you tell us but now could? A huge part of The Bachelorette was scripted. The company I worked for at the time was a major tourism service provider and featured prominently in one of the seasons. We were all pulled into meetings with the higher up managers, given a spiel about what was in our best interest, and spilling any secrets was punishable by a $5 million lawsuit. Please sign here. I gave 0 F about the show at the time, still don't. Just wanted to do my job. The Bachelorette herself was clearly there to further her public profile or acting career. The scenes were always set up before filming. Behind the camera nothing was happening. The cast were told where to go, what to do, and how to do it. If half those guys weren't on their phones texting their real girlfriends most of the time, I would be surprised. So fake. So 100% fake. Edit. Well, this is getting a lot more attention than I thought it would. Here's a few tidbits. The NDA was only that we wouldn't spill secrets about the show before episodes involving our company aired. We were also not allowed to disparage the company, which honestly was easy to abide by, since we were treated well, and we had excellent managers. The Bachelorette has since gone on to a fairly successful TV career, hosting several shows. All of her official press credits The Bachelorette and her exposure during another elimination-style reality TV show with launching her career. Apple 100% replaced the iPhone 4 for users because of a shitty antenna. We were instructed to dodge, deflect, and deny this was the issue. Cell phone providers were it. The phone was a fluke. It didn't matter. Don't admit fault. But if they were there for reception, vs water damage, buttons or battery life, you had to make sure you were swapping them with the newer batch iPhone 4 swaps, rather than the typical batch swaps. It was a recall without being a recall, but only if you had reception issues. You could get free satellite TV without any hacking or hardware mods. Call up your Dish or DirecTV phone line. Add everything you want to get. Wait until it all appears on your account and you can watch it. Then, unplug all the hardware in your system and give them a call back, saying it wasn't you, or you changed your mind, or you only had it for visiting family, or whatever. Take it back down to the bare minimum or turn it off completely. Wait at least 24 hours. Preferably a good 2 or 3 days. Then, plug it back in, and continue to enjoy everything. This has been known to work for years for a lot of people. Satellite TV is one-way communication, so the only way they update your programming authorizations is to send a signal to your specific hardware. Sending satellite signals for single customers is expensive, so they don't keep doing it. When your system gets the update to turn on all the channels, it sticks until you make a change. All you have to do is skip that downgrade signal. I had to sign an NDA in the army when I was tasked to a special training area that was set up for combat medics. They would take goats and put them into a chemically induced coma. Then they would first cut off their limbs to practice proper tourniquet application. Then they cut open their stomachs and pulled out intestines to practice evisceration bandaging. FYI, never stuff it back in. You only apply a bandage. There were other things that were not as gruesome, like getting a saline lock for 4th drips and practicing NCD4 tension pneumothorax, hole in the lungs. After they were euthanized, they were thrown into a large kicker box and packed with ice to slow decomposition. The NDA was to keep the public from finding out this was going on and potentially stopping the training event. I'm kinda on the fence about the morality of it. On one hand, it's kinda ref up. There's no other way to put it. But on the other hand, I would prefer a medic who went through that kind of training to come to my aid if I caught a bullet to the chest. I know the training is gruesome, but has its benefits, and has definitely saved lives on the battlefield.